Hi guys, so I was actually in the process of doing a quick pick a card reading, and I was pulling my cards out and these jumped out. These jumped out and I just pulled two from here. I feel like I was meant to do this reading for some of you here. So I feel that you guys are in the process of heading to the Queen of Coin energy. But right now, you're in the reverse Queen of Coin energy. Okay? It did jump out reverse, so that's why I feel that way. Now, the next card we have is the Wind, the Eight of Wind, Confusion. Now, this card points to feeling obviously confused and feeling almost torn and indecisive within the mental space, not being able to make a decision. Now with this card, it also indicates that if you're not able to make a decision on something, then it's because it's not the right time to make that decision. So stop thinking about it so much, because you're just torturing yourself. It's not the right time for you to make that decision. The next card we have here is the Crone Ascension from the Earth. Now this card it's starting to shift now and to tell you how to get out of these energies, okay? How to turn this around and get out of the reverse energy and confused energy. Okay, so this is what the roadmap is. Okay, so the Crone Ascension talks about shifting your perspective, shifting your old thoughts and behavioral patterns, okay? Ascending to the next level of consciousness and awareness, basically. Because this here, these two reversed, are of a low fear-based energy, which we all fall into from time to time. We're human. The next card is Mother Mary's Sacrifice. Now this card talks about persevering and having faith that by doing the right thing, by persevering, by pushing through, and being nurturing to others and doing, you know, being nice to others. Sometimes, you know, sacrificing ourselves in certain ways, not in unhealthy ways, but, you know, life does call for us to sacrifice ourselves sometimes for the good of all. So there's something here. I feel like the main energy from this card is persevere and have the faith and do the right thing, if that makes any sense, in this situation that you're confused about. Or take the right steps to get to this place. But remember, you're not making a decision yet. You're just working on ascending, raising your frequency, and becoming a better version of yourself by changing your thought patterns and behavioral patterns. The next card we have here is the Four of Wind, Patience. This card has been coming up a lot this past month for a lot of people. Now this card obviously means be patient. The universe is working on something for you. The universe knows what you want, which is this energy here, to be the Queen of Pentacles. And this is if you're male or female. But basically the Queen of Pentacles is, if you didn't read it on top, prosperity and well-being, luxury, extreme comfort, security, magnificence, grace, dignity, a rich person but generous and charitable, a noble soul. So the Queen of Pentacles is someone who's got what she needs. She's living a comfortable life and has everything she needs. Anyway, so that's what you guys want and you're headed towards that direction, but right now it's reversed for you. So just be patient. The universe is working on making your dreams come true, but it has to happen at the exact perfect divine time, or else, you know, it just wouldn't work out the way it would need to for you. So then the next card here is the New Moon Fae, Soul Scrying. This card talks about feeling as if you are not whole, yearning for a missing part of yourself. So it's like you possibly have in the past rejected a part of yourself, and it could be like your spiritual self, or, you know, there's just maybe your sensitive self, rejecting a part of yourself because it wasn't accepted by the masses, you know, it wasn't mainstream. And if you're watching this reading, then it's because you're very different and you're very much like me, in the sense that we are empaths, we're sensitive souls, and this card is an indicator that you've maybe shut that out in the past, and even now a little bit, and have been working on accepting that part of yourself. But this card is indicating that you need to accept that part of yourself. Like, you know, screw what everyone says. At the end of the day, you will feel whole, and you're on this path of feeling whole again. That's the journey here to get to the Queen of Pentacles. In order to get to the you're here now, and with the confusion, but in order to get to the upright Queen of Pentacles and not be confused, you need to travel this road here, okay? Which is raising your frequency by altering your thoughts and perspective, but not by denying your fears, okay? So when you raise your frequency, what you have to do is actually face your fears, bring light to your fears, and then you can ascend, then you can raise your frequency, okay? And persevere and know that it's going to work out in your favor. And the universe is telling you to be patient right now, especially if you're trying to make a decision. Right now is not the time to make a decision. Right now is the time to work on yourself and accept yourself. Learn to love and accept the things that you have in the past rejected. And if you feel like a lot of people don't usually like you or understand you, it's because you possibly feel this way about yourself. You know, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Or maybe you felt this way about yourself in the past, where you didn't really like yourself, you didn't like parts of yourself, or rejected parts of yourself. And like I said, it's due to social conditioning, and this is the time to uncondition yourself and to be your free, expressive self. Be who you truly were meant to be, and get back in touch with your real self, and not worry what others have to say, because this will align you with your higher path. The next card we have here is you have time. You have time. So once you raise your frequency and are aligned with a higher path, I feel like you guys will start to experience time in a different way. Some of you are watching the clock too often. Okay? This card recommends that you wake up when the sun comes up and go to sleep when the sun goes down. You know, not necessarily go to sleep when the sun goes down, but kind of sync up with the planets, sync up with the sun and the lunar cycles, and not focus so much on time. But I do feel that once you raise your frequency, you will have a more fluid experience of time. That'll make sense to the ones who are meant to hear that. And underneath that, I just saw this, fly high. I feel like you guys are about to take off, but in order for you to embrace the power within yourself, to be able to spread your wings and fly, you need to accept yourself. Because right now you're feeling heavy because a part of you, maybe it's subconscious, maybe in your mind you're like, no, I accept myself, but a part of you, there's a part of you that you don't accept because others haven't accepted it. Or at least you think others haven't accepted. It's almost like it goes both ways. Others haven't accepted it because you haven't accepted it, and you haven't accepted it because others haven't accepted it. But once you realize that when you accept all of yourself and are your true self, you will attract your soul family. You will attract the right people. If people don't accept your true self, that's just a clear indicator from source that you are not supposed to have those people in your life. If you are a spiritual worker who works with cards or any type of divination, I would recommend to practice that daily, because that is the message here with this. Practice that daily. I will provide a link for you guys if you don't follow me on Instagram, because I do pick a card readings there that I don't do on YouTube. So I'll provide that link for you and for the Enchanted One's Facebook page as well. It should be in the description box below. All right, I hope this made sense to you. Just to recap the reading though, you are currently in this energy here. Okay? Now, to shift out of that confused energy and into this upright Queen of Pentacles energy, you need to face your fears by shedding light onto them. Be aware, what are you really scared of? And I would do some writing exercises to really get to the root of the fear. And then once you do that, I feel like you'll realize that it's not actually real. Most fear is not really real. Okay? And then you're going to raise your frequency by changing your thoughts and behavioral patterns. You'll ascend into a higher version of yourself. Persevere and have the faith that everything's going to work out in your favor. Okay? This dove represents purity. Be pure of heart. Be pure of thought. And that comes with shifting your thoughts and behavioral patterns. Maybe you were more self-destructive in the past, had more negative thoughts about people, and this is asking you to shift your frequency, raise your frequency, and think more positively about yourself and about others, okay? Be pure of heart. The patience card is clear. Be patient. The universe is working on divine timing to bring you your blessings and abundance. Okay? Work on accepting yourself and being true to who you are, and also work on your spiritual gifts, okay? So if you do cards, practice them daily and your abilities will become so much greater. You'll tap into more of your abilities and power. And maybe if you don't work with cards yet, maybe you're interested, and this is a sign that you should go ahead and do that. The next card is about not watching the clock so much and slowing down, okay? And I almost feel like this goes in hand with the confusion card. Slow down those thoughts, guys. Slow down those thoughts. And once you take all of this advice, you'll be able to fly high. And you'll have that, and you'll finally have the clarity that you've been wanting. And you'll gain that gentle power. Man, these messages are coming through strong. Wow, another card, being pure of heart, but wild and true to yourself. Open your heart, guys. This is gonna aid you in opening your heart. Like I said before, this reading was totally like a last minute, like random thing. I was just gonna do a pick a card reading for my Instagram page, and a lot of these cards fell out, and I just really felt like I needed to do this reading for you guys. So I hope that made sense. You guys have a stellar day.